Good morning. I'm Lacey Shippey on the Rural Radio Network. Time to take a look at our midday livestock trade. I'm on the phone with Kyle Bumsted, livestock market analyst. And Kyle, we started out right at the open down in the red, but it seems that didn't last very long today.
That's right, Lacey. I would call that maybe an open price low or an open value low here where we opened the market, and that was kind of the low tone for the day here in the first few minutes. And since that first couple of minutes, we've just been slow, steady push higher. We got October live cattle trading up $3.57 here at 241.77. That high's been 242.07 just before we did this broadcast. We've got the September feeders up here 447.5 at 369.52. That high's been 370 here. You know, the index today is going to be up about $1.51 here at 360.68. with the daily number going into that calculation of 365.66 on 3,296 head. And from what I can see out there in the sales here today and some of the special sales that we're seeing, some of the big sales like you're going to see up at Bassett, I think that index could potentially run up there towards 362 here for tomorrow's expiration. So that is just a guess right now at this point in time. So we got to get those sales in here from tomorrow and get that calculated. But from the lineup, it looks like these feeders could march on higher to that 362 area with that index sitting here right around 360.68. But you got the board sitting at 365.85. So we might be just a freckle high priced here on the August contract, but we still got to get an index calculated. On the live cattle side of things here, we're seeing a lot of 245 bids here by majors in Nebraska. Nothing's traded at that. I think it's going to take a little bit more than 245 to get cattle bought this week from the sounds of it. We've got August feeders going off tomorrow at noon, and we've got August live cattle going off at noon on Friday. So that's going to be a lot of moving parts here as we wrap up the week, Lacey.
That is livestock market analyst Kyle Bumsted. If you'd like to talk to him about the livestock markets, call him at 308-708-7340. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.
This August, the Rural Radio Network is hitting the road. It's the 2025 Road Show across Nebraska, and we're broadcasting live from towns, businesses, and ag operations that make Nebraska agriculture strong. Tune in for interviews, stories, and behind-the-scenes access, all from the places and people who grow, build, and lead our rural communities. On the air, online, and across Nebraska. It's the Rural Radio Network Road Show.
Feeding livestock is more than a job, it's your livelihood. At Kappa, we know that healthy animals start with a consistent quality feed delivered on time. I'm Cole Lambert with Kappa Ethanol. We provide dependable service with no middleman, no delays, just straightforward pricing and a team you can trust. Call me or anyone on our team at 308-455-4195 or visit kappaethanol.com. Kappa Ethanol, because time is a commodity too.
Welcome back. I'm Lacey Shippey on the Rural Radio Network, and it's time for your market update. The grain complex continues to see a lot of red today, though soybeans have been able to bounce a little bit with a slightly drier forecast in key areas for the week. It could also be a little bit of optimism about this week's trade talks with China. The weather continues to be favorable for row crops, and the big harvest potential is weighing heavy on futures this morning. Cattle futures are up, and lean hogs are up as packers look to fill their slaughter schedules this week. December corn is down 3 at 406.5. March down 3 1/4 at 423 1/4. May down 3 1/4 at 433 1/4. November soybeans are up 3 1/4 at 1052 3/4. January up 2 1/2 at 1071 3/4. March up 2 1/2 at 1087. Chicago December wheat is down 7 at 524 3/4. March down 6 1/2 at 543. Kansas City December wheat is down 5 1/4 at 512 1/2. March down 5 at 533 1/4. September soybean meal is down 350 at 293.70. October down 360 at 286.90. September bean oil is down 2 cents at 52.74. October down 7 at 52.96. October live cattle up 340 at 241.60. December up 285 at 242.77. February up 237 at 243.62. September feeders up 435 at 369.40. October up 485 at 368.62. November up $5 at 366.82. December lean hogs are up $1 at 86.92. February up 75 at 88.87. And Class 3 milk for September is down 37 cents at 18.26. You're listening to the Rural Radio Network.